All right. So, ego. Ego may have a negative connotation behind it most of the times, but I would argue you need an ego because not all of ego is bad. You know, it's good to have some level of pride within yourself that makes you stand straight up, head held up, and, you know, carry yourself with that confidence. You can't really have confidence without ego, some sort of level of pride within yourself. And I would say part of the reasons we need ego is, of course, for that confidence. And like I've said in one of my other videos, confidence is attractive, all right? Like nobody's really attracted to someone who always has their head down and always just, oh, woe is me kind of attitude and carries themselves like they are not sure of themselves. So, that's one reason in and of itself to have an ego, to have that confidence, because that is it's important. Like I say, confidence is like cologne. People like it. Um Another reason you might have and want to have an ego is because it will help you to not make stupid decisions that you'll look back on and be like, "Man, why'd I do that? I know that was stupid. I know that was something that was less than what I'm worth." That decision. You know, I know I didn't have to, maybe suck up to my boss for this particular instance or this particular situation. Maybe my boss was out of his mind when he called me out on such and such, something that wasn't my fault. But because I didn't have enough ego, enough self-confidence to, kind of stand up for myself, I just let him push me around like a sucker. Or even in your goals and your dreams and ambitions, you got this dream, you got this goal that you want to achieve, and someone looks down on it and says, "Man, never gonna do that. Man, you're gonna get nowhere with that. That's not gonna make no money. You're never gonna reach the sort of physique you want. Man, the way you're working out is trash, bro. You're gonna be skinny as a stick or whatever." Like, have enough ego to stand up for yourself in those moments too and be like, "Nah, I'm gonna try my way and see how this ball rolls." You know. And by the way, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But at least I tried and I stood up for myself and I stood on what I believed in at the moment. Or, of course, relationships, guys and girls, if someone doesn't treat you right, treats you less than what you are worth, treats you like trash, you have to have an ego about yourself and carry yourself so that in a way that's confident, like I said, somewhat of an ego, so that they can't just walk all over you. You can't be having, guys simping over girls, spending, always blowing money on them, always blowing up their phone and all that, and always giving them all the attention, all the love and admiration, and the girl gives them nothing back. And vice versa with the girl. Or the dude will, like, in the girl situation, like I said, it can be things similar to the dudes, or it can be like maybe he abuses her physically, verbally, stuff like that. Like, you have to have enough ego for yourself to stand up and be like, nah, I'm worth more than this. All right, I deserve better than this. So that's the point of the video, man, is have a little bit of an ego about yourself. All right, not all ego is bad. Like, because we're all human beings, and so for all of us, there's some level of worth within all of us. You know, some of us may be better at our careers, our relationships, or whatever, but have enough ego and self confidence for yourself to, you know, stand up for yourself. Even if there are some people better than you in some aspects and all, still stand up for yourself and like be confident in maybe areas you're stronger than them at, and confidence that you are assured of and you're pretty solid in. Again, like I said, we're all human beings. We all have value in this world. So stand up for yourself and fight for your worth. So that's the video, man. Thank you.